Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Let's Play Mansions of Madness. This time it's going to be me and Riley and Mark. He's my brother. He does stuff. So I figured that the first thing that we would do here is we would pick our characters. So the scenario that we're playing is going to be Escape from Innsmouth, and I will let you guys choose your characters first. Mark, since you're sort of the guest player here, I'll let you take a snap.
Alright, let's see here.
You're rather partial to Michael McGlynn, aren't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do like the gangster, but I played him a lot lately, so I was thinking about something else this time.
Okay.
I'll go on the other side of the law and do Tommy Muldoon.
Oh, Tommy's good. Yeah, I like Tommy. Tommy's one of my favorites.
Boomer, I can't pet you right now.
There's a dog right there. You want to be the wizard? You want to be the spellcaster character?
I'll be Akachi Onyeli, the shaman.
Oh, yeah, she's one of the expansion characters. Well, I guess, so far both of the characters
Yeah.
are expansion characters.
Spoiler
So
alert.
that kind of lets me be whoever I want to be, doesn't it?
Really, she's got all the stuff that I'm not good at covered.
Yeah.
So I would say you should just sort of take either a generalist or...
I'd rather have somebody who's got decent observation.
You should be the cultist, the reformed cultist, with like a will of two. I really just want to see that character. And
How
then-
could
That's
that
a good
possibly
point.
end in
That's a good
tragedy?
point. Diana Stanley. Yeah, she's a really terrible character. Guys, she's really bad. She came with Streets of Arkham, I think. Actually, oh, okay, no, your character didn't come from Streets of Arkham, but yours did. Sure. You know what? Just for funsies, for trolling, let's be Diana Stanley.
So bad.
She's really bad. She's got good health and sanity.
Her lore is amazing.
Yeah, she's really smart, but her will is 2. And universally,
Will is important.
It's like the
however,
most important.
with that being said, her special ability is that if you suffer 2 or more horror, you suffer 1 horror instead.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, if you really, really botch a horror
Maybe
check,
it won't
which
be
is
so bad.
usually what will checks are for, yeah, I don't think
Now, I just want to point out, I've also got a will of 3, so we might all just end up horrified all the time.
My will's 5, mother.
Well,
Oh wait, I forgot.
good for
We're
you.
not supposed to say bad things.
We're not? Oh, well.
I did have to edit out some of the things that you said in the last video.
I'll have to rein that in.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to be Diana Stanley, the reformed cultist, and we're going to be...
Akachi Onyeli.
who is the shaman?
Yes.
Is that literally her name? Yeah, she's literally like the shaman. And we're going to have Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop. So,
A shaman, a cop, and a reformed cultist.
so let's escape from Innsmouth.
Ooh.
Alright, so for this video, I shall be your humble narrator. Alright, so we need an Elder Sign pendant,
There we are.
a magnifying glass, painkillers,
Ooh.
But those are good.
a shovel, and an azure flame. We also get, for special items, we get Becky, which you've already got, an oil lamp. It is a light source.
Sweet Christ.
It's also a fire source.
Yeah, light source means fire starter in this game.
And then the old journal. So who's gonna get what?
You have a crap will, so should I take the spell? Because technically, like, theoretically, I could
Yeah.
potentially withstand.
Yeah, you do that because I can also fight with regular weapons more easily than you can.
Roll 1 additional die while evading a monster. That usually does agility.
You
and
should
my
take that-
agility is crap.
Yeah, your agility is poop.
Painkillers.
Those are universally useful.
Shovel. It's a heavy weapon with 1 damage. Anybody want it?
I think he should get that, honestly.
Um,
I got a higher strength, but I got Becky.
well, yeah, but sometimes, well, I don't know.
Becky
All right,
doesn't
yeah,
have
sure.
a...
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take the shovel.
I'm gonna say, Becky doesn't have a minimum range, so...
Right.
I guess I'll take the magnifying glass if nobody cares.
I'll take the painkillers.
Alright.
And tell you what, I'll take the journal, because I feel like the journal can come up sometimes, and yeah, maybe I'll be good at doing the
You
journal.
do have a good lore,
Yeah.
so...
Ooh.
You got a light source, so one of us, I guess.
Yeah,
They
I'll
can
take-
be handy.
I'll take it.
if you have a light source and you're in darkness,
Right.
and you can still use clues.
Right. Okay, and then we each get 2 clues. The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live on a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. A strange feeling crawls across your skin as you step off the bus into the small Massachusetts town of Innsmouth. Everywhere you go, you can feel the gaze of the locals' unblinking, watery eyes on your back. In every alleyway, on every street corner, you can feel the presence of the stooped, pallid residents following you, watching from a distance. You came to the coastal town at the behest of Professor Harris, a mutual friend who asked you to gather information on the lineage of the Marsh family. However, after only half a day walking the streets of Innsmouth, all you can think about is leaving the town and its unnerving residents far behind you. You check both the bus and the train, but strangely, both have stopped running. As the sun begins to set, you come to a frightening realization. You are trapped in Innsmouth. You rent a hotel under a false name and resolve to hole up until morning. With the door to your room securely latched, you are finally safe from the prying eyes of the locals. Or so you think. The hotel you found is a ratty hole in the wall on the back streets near the shore of the town.
Street 2.
All right. Outside the hotel, the street stretches up the hill toward the center of town. The street continues to the east past a storefront.
Far side.
To the west, the street narrows into an alley that stretches along the side of the hotel. And here we need the interior hall, tentacle tile, it's a big one. And we need a door there. Dim light fills the tiny hotel's interior hall. The hotel has only 2 rooms for rent. And then a wall right there. 3 other doors lead out of the hall. One door leads to a side alley, and the other 2 are marked number 1 and number 2. You check your room key. You will be staying in room number 1. You cram into your room and find it furnished by a lone bed with threadbare sheets and a bookshelf that holds 2 yellowing tomes. Letting the situation sink in, you pace nervously around the confines of the small room.
How? I don't think we could actually pace in that room.
Moonlight spills in through a dingy window looking out toward the docks. Search token. Yeah. You glance over what little research you have managed to gather on the Marsh family thus far. The investigator holding the old journal can review the gathered evidence by interacting with it in the app.
Oh, I'll take those.
Oh, and there actually is an explorer. It just now showed up. Everyone in the room jumps as you hear the sound of the door handle jiggling. Someone outside is trying to open the locked door.
Did anyone knock in Innsmouth?
Nope.
I think Becky should answer the door.
Your eyes dart around the room, stopping at the only other door, which leads to the back hall and bathroom of the hotel. And we have begun. We are in the investigator phase.
Well, who wants to take care of the door? You want Becky to answer?
I volunteer as tribute!
Alrighty.
Very well. You put your ear to the door. You can hear the raspy breathing of someone on the other side trying to open the lock. Who is there? Throw open the door, or barricade the door.
Do we have anything to barricade the door with?
You could try.
I mean... I feel like a regular person with good intentions is probably going to knock rather than just try to barge on in, so...
Probably.
Let's barricade the door.
You're going to barricade it? Looking around the room, can you find a barricade in there?
Apparently there was one.
Looking around the room, your eyes fall on the small bookshelf. You pick it up and slam it against the door. Discard this explore token and place a barricade against the door as indicated.
Well, that was exciting.
You still have 2 more actions.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Again, I don't know if we mentioned this, but we are continuing with our house rule of 3 actions.
Oh, yeah. Because we're filthy noob cheaters, We have a house rule of 3 actions per turn instead of 2 actions. So, sorry about you, guys. The rattling stops, and you hear a gurgling voice from the other side of the door.
That's definitely fish.
You will never escape. Give up now.
A moment later, the local begins a banging at the door, attempting to break through. We need to look at the brawn of the Deep One Hybrid. The Deep One Hybrid attempts to move 1 space into the small bedroom.
Huh.
And he does not succeed, because in order to break through barricades, he needs to get 2 successes. So he hangs out there.
That's what he gets for trying to break in on my turn. All right. Let's take a look at that window.
A dingy window looks out over the docks. You struggle to see through the dense fog, but you believe you see a small fishing boat out in the bay.
Oh.
As long as the captain of that boat is not in league with the locals, that could be your ticket out of this town. You will need to find a way to contact the boat. Gain 1 clue. Then discard the search token.
Alrighty, and I guess for my last action, we'll just go ahead and open that door.
Okay. Behind your hotel room, a cramped hallway leads to the hotel's public bathroom. An end table sits in the corner of the hall. A worn door leads into the shared hotel bathroom. Opposite the bathroom is a heavy door marked Henderson's. You may move 1 space into the explored area.
Is there an apostrophe?
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right. That concludes my turn.
Well, you've only used... Oh, yeah.
Nope.
You did
No,
use 3
I
actions.
barricaded
You're
the
right.
door. I opened the window, and then I opened the door.
Is there anything you were wanting to do?
Honestly, I feel like we need to deal with that, brawny dude.
Should I light him on fire?
You can, but you can't do it through the door. Tell you what, I'm going to spend 1 action to move the barricade. And then you can light him on fire your next turn, on your turn.
Okay.
I will move as my second action, and I will search the bathroom. A worn door leads to the hotel's only bathroom. You open the door to reveal a dingy bathroom. As you look around the filthy bathroom, you spot a ratty newspaper sitting on the tank of the toilet.
Cool.
A panel in the opposite wall looks like it opens to the other side.
Ooh.
You may move 1 space into the explored area. I shall. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
I think he looked better covered in blue fire.
Yep, I think you would. So, yeah, I'm gonna attack this dude with my flame, my azure flame.
Well, you gotta move into space first.
No, I don't. It's a range. Oh, does range count through doorways?
It does not.
Yeah, range is...
That's why I moved the barricade,
Okay.
so that you didn't have to spend an action moving the barricade yourself.
Well, I move and now I attack.
Very well. And attacking with a spell. As you chant the words of the incantation, you trace mystic sigils on the ground at your feet, attempting to meld the power of both thaumaturgy, and evocation simultaneously. Lore, looking for 2 successes. Nice. Your hybrid magic is shockingly powerful. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage plus your test result.
4.
Okay. It has 6 health.
Aww. So he's just mostly burned.
He's only mostly dead.
Still got an action.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, because of our handy-dandy house rule, you still got 1 attack left you can do.
Yeah, but I have to flip this
yeah,
one.
you do flip the spell.
You could kick him in the nards.
Oh dear. The fire you cast grows brighter, drawing your vitality into its glow. Flip 1 damage and 1 horror face up. I don't have any of those.
Cool.
Then I get a new azure flame.
Definitely could have been worse.
Where did the Azure Flames go?
Oh, Mark gave
I
them to me.
gave him
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then I will go ahead and flame on him again.
Flame on! With a spell. Under pressure, you struggle with your arcane knowledge, attempting to recall the appropriate words and gestures to shape the magic lore.
Oh. Poop. I don't have anything that can help me.
All right.
Yeah, there's really nothing else.
Your awkward sequence of sounds and movements amounts to nothing. Flip the spell you attack with.
Halfway through the casting, the words of the spell seem to rebel against your control. Suffer 1 horror unless you place fire in an adjacent space.
Oh.
I think you should take the horror.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the horror.
All right, there's a horror.
Fire is so bad, you guys.
Oh dear, frayed nerves. You breathe deeply, but it fails to restore your calm. You feel as if the slightest thing will push you over the edge. Keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die while resolving a will test.
Oh, that
My
sucks.
will's 5, though. So
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
fair
all right.
enough,
You'll
all right.
probably
shouldn't
be all
affect
right.
me too bad.
All right, well, that's the end of our turn. End of the investigator phase.
This is where the bad stuff happens.
Tiny burning motes drift from the sky. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the lowest agility.
Nobody!
Yay!
No effect. The Deep One hybrid moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator and attacks the investigator in its space.
That's me.
A dull clanking sound heralds a new weapon, a length of slimy chain. The hybrid attacks with long sweeps, clattering and chiming with each motion. Suffer 2 damage, agility negates.
Oh no! My agility's 2. I'm gonna die.
I mean, I think you could use a clue there. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a good use
you're
of the code.
fine. There you go.
Look
Cool.
at that.
All right. And we're going to do a horror check for you.
Oh yeah.
A wet, musky aroma fills the air as the hybrid exhales hideous fumes. Strength, and you need 2.
He's got fish breath.
Ooh.
Okay.
The scent makes you nauseous. Flip 1 horror face up and become dazed.
Okay, I gotta remember that I actually have dazed. I'll put my clue on top of it, so I have to. If I want to use the clue,
Why don't you put it, like, right here?
no. But if I put the clue on top, then I'll remember. I can't use the clue 'cause
Ah,
it's on top of the
okay,
dazed.
cool. All right, and that is the end of the Mythos. All right.
Well, do you want me to try to come in there and pick him off?
I mean, he only has. I should be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm just, especially with you already being dazed and injured, thought it might be easier.
Yeah, I
if
guess I
somebody
won't
picks
be
up
able
the
to
spare.
use clues.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you could come in and shoot him once,
Yeah.
that should finish him off.
I would tend to think so. All right, 1, 2.
And you're attacking with Becky, right?
I sure am.
You empty your weapon in your foe's general direction, then retreat to reload. Agility.
Try not to hit me, though.
I got an extra clue.
You'll spend a clue?
Cash
Okay.
that in.
One of those shots lands. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage.
So he's super dead.
He is very dead. Your attacker collapses onto the floor. As he falls, something clatters from his stubby, webbed fingers. Place the Cult Sigil unique item in the Deep One hybrid space. Okay, so you've used 2 actions.
Let's pick up that sigil.
Okay,
Seems like it might be useful at some point.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, stay there, Tommy.
All right, that's your second. Oh, that's all your actions.
That's all my actions.
Because you moved and attacked.
Yep.
And then you picked up the thing. Okay.
do you mind if I go next?
No, go ahead.
I shall move.
Okay.
And then I will open that door.
Very well. The hotel's side door leads to an alley right off the street. All right. Need alley corner 2 and alley 2. You peer down a dark alley to the west of the building.
Alley 2. Alley corner 2?
You notice a stack of several crates.
Something good in there, guys. Just rummage through.
One door leads to the building in the adjacent block. Another door leads to a room behind the hotel.
Interesting.
The other side of the alley opens into a pier.
Fun.
That was where we saw the boat.
Yarp. Oh yeah, I feel like this is one of the bigger boards.
It can be. You may move one space into the explored area.
I shall.
Okay. So you have moved and explored. You've got one action left.
I guess I will rummage through the crates.
Did you really just dig through my garbage right in front of me? Ha! An in-joke from one of the other scenarios.
But you won't get to hear it because it's from the crappy one.
Yeah. Several crates are stacked in the corner of the alley.
That one did have fish people.
You rummage through the crates looking for anything that could be of use. Observation.
Observations 4. See if I can stop rolling all blanks.
Nice! Yeah, you got 3 there.
Okay.
That'll do.
I assume you're going to take 3 and not use a clue?
I can't.
Alright, haha, because you're dazed. You overturn a large crate and uncover something that could be of use. Gain the Tome of Secrets common item.
That sounds handy for a spellcaster.
I have. I forget. There's the Tome of Secrets and the Tome of Horrors, and one is okay and the other one is just like bleh.
I think the Tome of Secrets is the one that you don't like.
Oh yeah. You may become mesmerized to convert all clues to successes while resolving a test. Mesmerized is bad. Don't do it.
Yeah, Mesmerized is the one that's like,
That's the
I'm
one
going to
that-
start a fire.
Yeah.
The world must burn.
Alright, so that was your turn?
Correct, and I am no longer dazed.
Okay, so now I'm the only person left, right?
That is correct.
There's a newspaper on the toilet. A copy of the Innsmouth Tribune sits on the toilet's tank. It is over 10 years old.
Why is it still there?
You skim through the paper. Can I have 4 dice,
No.
please? I actually... Oh, jeez. Okay, sure, I'll use a clue. So I've got 2.
We.
Buried on page 8, you find an article about the Marsh family and their sudden inexplicable wealth. Gain the circumstantial evidence unique item and 1 clue.
So you got that clue back.
I did. Which was what I was hoping for. Alright. And then I will explore that thing. The panel there. A panel on the wall looks like it can slide open. I need a secret passage there. You push and slide the panel to the side. Discard this Explore token and place a secret passage.
Oh man.
The beach extends across the entire back of the hotel. Between the 2 piers, its sandy monotony disrupted only by a forlorn shack. Place the beach tile. An old rowboat sits on the beach.
Does she enter into the shack? Is that how that works? Okay.
It can. A single panel in the wall seems to lead into the building behind the shack. On the far side of the beach, you see a dock holding an old rental building.
That's probably where the boat is.
Stands to reason.
A door off the beach leads to a room behind a hotel. A pier rises at the edge of the beach. Okay, so I have used 2 actions.
Yes.
I will then move, so I will move into here, and then here.
Do you want to go ahead and reveal that?
Yeah, I might as well. At the end of the beach, there is a small step up to a wooden dock. Whoop. No, not cancel. Reveal. There you go. Alright, I need a rental dock and dock 2. The back of the building overlooks the sea. On the eastern side of the building, a long dock stretches out into the bay. Place the rental dock and dock 2 tiles. Alright. A number of rowboats are stacked on the dock. A small boat rental stands on the dock, but it looks to be closed for the night.
Wah, wah.
Somehow I just don't see us paying to rent their boats in Escape anyway.
At the end of the dock, an unlit lantern hangs from one of the supports. On the other side of the rental dock, an alley curves around the building and out of sight. Okay, that's my turn. So have we all gone?
We have.
Very well.
What does the Mythos have in store?
Nothing good.
The air suddenly grows stale. This Mythos event affects each investigator in the Moldy Shack. I'm not in the Moldy Shack!
No one's in the Moldy
I'm
Shack.
in the beach! No effect. Ruh-roh.
Oh no, is the riot coming?
You hear the sound of approaching voices. Outside the hotel, a small mob of shambling locals is beginning to gather. They shout words of some indecipherable language at the hotel. Something tells you they are here for you. Discard this sight token. And look, it's a riot.
Is it a quiet riot?
No.
Might be.
They got bats and axes.
Yep.
And a shovel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. More people from the town continue to join the ever-growing mob. Fighting so many people will prove difficult. You had better evade them. Each investigator must resolve a horror check.
I'm in range.
You are in range.
Barely.
Yeah.
Man.
The riot begins shouting and breaking things at random in the area. The sound of shattering glass and shouting is joined by the crackle and roar of flame. Place fire in the monster space.
Oh, crap.
Ooh. Then suffer one face-down horror, will -1 negates.
So I'm down to 3 now. And I rolled all zeros.
Oof. Well, at least it was just one.
Is it face down horror?
It just said horror.
Okay. Steely resolve. You swallow your fear and take a deep breath. Resolve immediately. Become focused, then flip this card face down.
Oh! That's like
Not
that one
bad.
righteous card, or like the one that we had in the last game. You're focused?
Correct. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh, you
End of
flip
the
it face
mythos.
down.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
theoretically,
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
keep
keep
getting
tapping that.
focused.
Awesome. That's the best horror card ever.
I know.
It's not as good as the one that got you righteous.
But that's just because there's a nun riding a motorcycle with a shotgun on that card.
It's true. I think we should take the game's advice and evade the riot.
Yeah, I'm gonna mosey on down this way. And I will open that door.
Do you also want to reveal that site too?
I'll do that after I open the door.
The door leads into a small room behind the hotel. The room is without windows or lights, and you strain your eyes to see inside. You can explore only if you have a light source.
I do!
You have a spell! Alright. Looking for a library. It's a long tile. You hold your light high to illuminate the room. Shelves of books that have collected years of dust line the walls. Yes, that is correct.
Then we had a
Then place darkness in each space of the library.
There was a door there, but since we revealed it,
Well.
it goes away.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Darkness, you said?
Yes.
Oh, hey, what are we gonna do about that fire? Should I not have left? I totally forgot about that.
Well, I think it's going to be Mark's problem now. But honestly, he's going to be better at evading anyway.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Your eyes scan across shelf after shelf of books. Many of them appear to be about the history of Innsmouth and the surrounding area. Perhaps you could uncover information on the Marsh family.
Well, that's part of why we're here.
You may move one space into the explored area.
If I reveal that, do I forfeit that option?
What?
If I reveal this,
Well,
do I
Do
forfeit?
you forfeit the free move in there?
Well, technically, this is still the same action that you used to explore this area, so... Yeah, I think that you should have revealed that before exploring the door.
Sorry about you guys. I'm moving in here.
That's okay.
And I will check out this search token.
Alright. The pages of these books seem stiff and they smell of salt, as if they have all been soaked in seawater at some point in the past. You find a number of books concerning lineages of important Innsmouth families. Search.
Yarp.
In the pages of a book on the Marsh family, you find a torn-up piece of paper. You attempt to piece it back together. Have
It's
a puzzle.
Oh dear. What am I using?
It's observation-based.
Observation.
I
Okay.
think. It says on the bottom. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
observation-based. Have you used all your actions?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Mark, I believe it is your turn.
I mean, it could be.
True.
All right.
Do you want to deal with that fire?
Well, I have to be in the same space as the fire to put it out, right?
Correct.
Here's the way that putting out a fire works. You roll for agility, and however many successes you roll, you can put out that many fires.
Yeah.
So you have to move into it and then evade to move out again.
Yeah, so basically you do
It'll take my entire turn to do this, and I'll be in the same square as the riot when their turn comes around in the Mythos phase.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe we should let Innsmouth burn to the ground.
Yeah, we did that the first time we played this scenario. It didn't go well.
No. Because it can spread through walls.
I know.
Yeah,
So-
fire's the worst.
I really don't know why. It's just like, fire this early in the game, right now. Because it's never done that.
And I wouldn't even care so much if it weren't in the same space as the
Yeah,
riot, but
yeah.
the only way for me to do this would be to spend one movement to get here, another movement to... Well, okay. I could go here, put out the fire, then use my last movement from that second action to get back here, but that's still right next to the riot. It's not in the same space, at least, but...
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So another house rule that we do sometimes is that we allow for split movement. So the rules technically say that if you use a move action, you can only move, and you decide to only move one space, you can't, move after that. Now, I think that it's like that because normally you only get 2 actions. So, normally if you move and then do something else, you can't move for a third action. So I think normally you can't split your movement up like that. Oh, well, I guess, you can't move one space, do an action, and then move one space back. You know what I mean? But we have a house rule that says against that, and let's do that because, this fire is going to be a pain in the neck.
Yeah, I don't see another way to do
Yeah.
it. So.
All right, so you want to make an agility check?
Yeah, you have to do your agility check at the beginning
Well, first
Yeah.
I have to evade.
No. So the first thing that you do, before you do anything,
before you even move.
yeah,
Is you do
it's
the
like you're
agility.
psyching yourself up to put out some fires.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
All right, well, whatever. Agility for...
Okay, that's all you need.
That's one more than I needed, so
Okay.
great. All right, cool. So, 1, 2, 1, put out the fire.
Right?
All right, get rid of that nonsense. Now I have to roll to evade the riot to pull out for that last square.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. So if we are evading the riot, the mob attempts to lift you into the air and carry you off. Agility. You need 3 successes.
Yikes!
Dear Lord.
This might go badly.
You got
guys.
Becky. You got Becky.
I do got Becky.
Do you have a clue?
I've got a clue, but I'm going to use Becky's re-roll to see if I can salvage that.
Sure.
And then I'll use the clue as a backup if that doesn't work. Okay, see, now we're using the clue. All right.
All right.
Here's a clue.
You knee one of them in the face and slip free with only minor injuries. Suffer 1 face-down damage.
Oh.
Yeah, could have gone worse.
Hey, you want to know how much health the riot has?
No, I don't.
Okay.
We'll just keep that a secret. for now.
If you fail, you're hoisted in the air and tossed, and you just suffer 2 face-up damage.
Oh.
That's charming. All right, that was
Well,
me.
sorry that was your entire turn.
Yep, well, gotta save the town of Innsmouth. Wouldn't want it to burn to the ground. I'm a
right.
policeman, not a firefighter, okay?
I guess I'll move and reveal that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm discombobulated here. Here we go. The dark shape of the pier looms above the beach. All right, it's a big tile, like a 2x2. Waves, and it's a pier. Tentacle. Waves lap against the shore as you look out behind the building. A number of crates and barrels are grouped together.
Crate and barrel, that's a store.
A waterlogged boat rots low in the water off the pier. A snack stand sits on the pier. It has been hastily closed up.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Okay, so I have used 1 action to move. Let's search the thing that I'm in the space with. An old rowboat sits on the beach. It will not be enough to escape in, but it might get you to the fishing boat in the bay. You brush sand and dirt from the boat to check its condition. I'm doing observation. 2.
Yep.
That seems to be okay. You pull up a tarp that covers the bottom of the boat to discover a dead body! Suffer
Whoa.
2 horror, will negates.
I mean, that is pretty horrifying. Oh yeah, your will. Oh, you almost made it.
That's okay. 1 horror, I suppose. Startled! You stagger backward in alarm. Resolve immediately. No effect. Discard this card.
Oh, cool.
Okay. You gently look through the dead man's interior coat pockets and discover an FBI badge. This is the body of Agent Brinley. His gun is missing from the holster, but you find a key in his pocket labeled number 2. Gain the brass key unique item and 1 clue.
I like how it mentions him by name, but technically we have not we haven't really heard of that character yet. There's another person that we need to talk to that technically would have brought him up, I think.
Oh, yeah, because it was a duo of FBI.
Yeah.
I thought it was just 1. Yeah, you're right. Gain 1 clue. There's a brass key. Discard the search token. Neat. Okay. So I have used 2 actions. I'm going to go move into this square and then into the shack. And that's all of us, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, looks like.
All right. Mythos. The fire spreads out of control.
Nope.
Fire extinguished. Akachi Agnelli is convinced that the only way to advance is through blood and tears. Akachi Agnelli suffers 1 damage and improves 1 skill of her choice.
I think you should increase
Have a
your
damage.
agility.
Minor injury. Only a flesh wound. Resolve immediately. No additional effect. Flip this card face down.
I'm thinking your
Swag.
agility should boost.
Yeah, that might be helpful. I will improve my agility.
Very well. Improvements are a part of one of the expansions. I forget which.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Oh, I think it's Streets of Arkham.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the alley corner 2.
Don't mind me.
The mob of angry locals drags with them anyone that gets in their way.
Ah, crap!
Each investigator who shared a space with the Innsmouth mob during this movement suffers 1 face-down damage, becomes stunned, and moves to the Innsmouth mob's space.
I don't like that at all.
How? Okay.
It's a face-down damage.
Yeah, I know.
Become stunned.
The Innsmouth mob attacks the investigator within range with the highest observation.
What a shock.
Well, yeah, that would be you.
Sure would.
A member of the riot glares at you and reaches into his coat pocket. Observation.
I'm alright at that.
Yeah, you got the magnifying glass, too.
Oh, I do. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I'm rolling 5 dice.
You are. And you're gonna need it, because you need 3.
Oh. That's tragic.
Oh.
You have 1 clue.
I've got 1 clue.
And you should have. You
Oh.
unexhausted
Yeah.
Becky, because it's
Well,
been.
no, the cards unexhaust at the end of the Mythos phase.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
Shoot.
The Mythos is like the second
Yeah,
phase of the current round.
Is this like an all or nothing situation?
Yes. You need
Okay,
3.
so it's not worth the clue.
No.
All right.
A barrage of gunfire rings out over the uproar. You and each other investigator in your space suffer 2 damage. This is face up.
Okay.
Can I
Who
borrow those
has the
painkillers?
I do.
All right. Back spasm. Drop 1 random item, then flip this card face down. Ugh. And head trauma resolved immediately. Become mesmerized, then flip this card face down. Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, if you start another fire, I'm going to actually kill you.
Are we gonna? Is this gonna be for the second video that we do this for? Are we gonna lose the scenario?
We just might.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I feel like we're
All
doing.
right, so...
You have to drop a random item.
Right, I know. Not really random if I can tell what's on the back of the card, so...
Yeah.
I'll just not look.
You dropped a unique item. Was it Becky? Did you
No.
drop Becky?
I did drop Becky.
No!
Well, that's awful.
Well, you dropped her, so you can
Okay.
pick her up again.
Can
Yeah.
we? All right,
Yeah.
that's good.
You didn't discard her.
Good.
Okay.
Fair enough. That was a bad turn.
Hey, there's still a horror check.
Oh, goody! Me and my will of 3 are loving it!
Oh my god.
One by one, the crowd drags out one of their number and, giggling, murders their former ally. One by one, the crowd drags out one of their number and, giggling, murders their former ally while you watch. Suffer 3 horror, will +1 negates.
Awesome.
Wow. This
Hey
got
guys,
real.
don't get near the riot.
This
The
got
riot is so
real.
bad. Well, that's just
You can use a
spiffy. I'll
clue.
spend my last clue to only suffer
Okay.
1 horror.
Okay,
Ugh.
there's that for you.
Acalculia? You cannot seem to put the letters or numbers in the proper order. You know you had this skill once, but it has deserted you. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving a lore test. My lore's 2! I'm so dumb, you guys! Oh my god.
Alright, well, that's the end of the mythos phase.
Oh,
What a
thank
mythos
God.
phase it was.
Alright,
I'm not feeling so good over here, you guys.
alright.
Could those
Should we-
painkillers maybe come over to help?
Should we let you go first so you can like put some distance between yourself and the?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter what order we do things in, but yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely want to GT.
You also might want to move indoors if you can, and that way you'll be
Yeah.
out of range, which
Yeah.
means you'll avoid all the horror checks.
Yep. That's kind of where I was leaning. All right. Well, first I'm gonna pick up Becky.
Okay, now remember,
I know.
you got to evade it.
I know.
Alright.
You can do it.
Maybe.
The mob attempts to lift you into the air and carry you off. Agility. And you need 3. Okay, alright, hang on. You find yourself hoisted in the air and tossed aside, suffer 2 damage. It does not say you forfeit your action. So you do pick up Becky.
Yay.
Alright, have those.
Also, I'm almost dead.
Oh,
just
you're almost
FYI.
No, you're almost wounded.
Yeah, that too.
Those are face up.
Oh yeah, right. All right. Minor injury, flesh wound, face down.
Yay.
Awesome. Muscle tear. Keep face up. Roll 1 fewer die when resolving a strength test.
Jesus. You.
I'm out of space for my wound cards.
Okay. Alright, so you picked up Becky. You wanna so you used 1 action.
Yeah. I can only perform 1 single action during my turn. 'Cause I'm stunned.
Well, okay, so the way that we do stunned is that it reduces you down to 2 actions
okay.
instead of 1.
All right. Well then,
You
I
have
guess
to,
I have to evade again to get out of there.
Okay.
I would move in here.
Yeah, I'm going to.
The
If you
same
can
thing,
do
you
it.
need another agility check.
How many successes?
Probably
3.
3.
Yeah, you need 3.
Oh, you.
Well, I'm dead. Well,
Yeah, you're not dead. You're not dead.
I'm injured.
Okay. So first, deal with these face-up damage.
Jeebus. Grievous injury. Suffer 1 additional face down damage.
Oh my
Then
God.
flip this card face down. Oh my god. Minor injury. Only a flesh wound. Yay.
Flip face down. Okay. So here's how being wounded works. Now that you are wounded, you discard all of your face-down damage.
Hooray!
Yeah. Except now you're wounded.
Yeah.
And if you suffer enough damage equal to your health,
Yep.
then you die.
and
Yep.
the game's over.
Yep.
We have until the end of the next investigator phase to win.
Right.
Well, that happened
Does the penalty of wounded work out the same way as stunned, which is -1 action?
I don't know. It should describe it on there.
Well,
quick. What is it? What is
it's
it
the same
actually
as
say?
stunned, only it's permanent. You cannot perform more than one action. Perform the move action more than once each round. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a different thing from
Yeah,
stuns.
you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you successfully moved out of that space,
Yeah.
and this is the end of your turn. So
Yeah.
now you have to deal with mesmerize.
Yep.
Oh no.
Take
Yeah.
Oh
this.
no. And stunned. Yeah. Okay. So you're no longer stunned. You got to read the back of this.
Read,
guys.
yeah.
Great.
Mesmerize is fun.
Relative safety. What lies beneath friendly faces? Your companions have secrets of their own. You must leave them. Move 2 spaces away from another random investigator, then discard this card.
So you can move further away.
Yeah, but that means I have to go back outside.
No, you can just move. Because technically
Then
there's
I'm
no
moving
door
towards you.
here.
Okay. Okay. So here's how we're gonna handle this. I'm gonna flip this token right here. If
Okay.
it's a question mark, it's me. If it's an exclamation mark, it's Rylie. So he's going to move away from one of the 2 of us. It's a question mark. So you're moving away from me,
Okay.
which means the quickest way to me is going this way.
Yeah.
Which means moving away would do that.
That seems reasonable.
There you go. All right. Well, that was awful. I'm
sure
so
was.
sorry that happened.
So am I.
Okay.
Oh man, I was gonna try to open that door, but
Guys, stay away from that mob.
I
It's
got
so
a
bad.
GTFO. I will go out this way, and I'll try to open the snack. No, that was the rental shack.
The front door to the boat rental building was once painted a happy blue, but is now cracking and peeling to reveal gray wood beneath. Explore?
Yup.
Someone has left the light on inside the boat rental. You spot the rental logbook open on the table in the middle of the room. You may move one space into the explored area.
I used all my actions to get here, so
Okay.
I'm done.
I am going to just, hey, mob there, don't mind me. I'm going to go 1, 2 for one action, 1, 2 for the second action, and 3. And I'm going to hang out in here.
Okay.
All right, so that's my turn. Remember, I have a key to that hotel room.
Yeah.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, investigator phase.
You mean Mythos phase?
That. The ground under you takes to a minor...
Not so easy, is it?
I never said it was. The ground under you takes on a mirror hue, reflecting the sky in 1,000 fractured dimensions. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an outdoor space with the most improvements.
Nobody
Anyone's
outdoors.
outside.
Nobody's outdoors!
I'm in a shack.
No effect. The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the alley 2. Thank you. Each investigator shared space, blah, blah, blah. Nobody shared a space. Attacks each investigator in the space. No investigators in the space. The Innsmouth mob grows still, dropping their heads in respectful silence and making way for a solitary figure emerging from their midst. Spawn a Deep One hybrid in the Innsmouth mob's space.
Oh, he was cool.
The Deep One hybrid moves up to 2 spaces to be adjacent to as many investigators as possible. He can move into my square.
Yup.
Okay, and then it attacks the adjacent investigator with the lowest agility.
So, technically, he would move there?
Does adjacency work through doors?
I don't know. Where are the rules? Pause for rules. Sorry. I know range.
2
doesn't work through
spaces.
doors.
2 spaces are adjacent if they share a border, a door, an impassable border, or a wall.
Okay.
So he moves there, and the monster attacks. The hybrid reaches out and grabs hold of you, then attempts to kick your legs out from beneath you. Agility? She's actually got good agility. It's 4. Yeah.
She's an agile crazy.
Oh,
And
my
it matters
goodness.
none!
person. Ooh.
You tumble to the ground and are badly bruised. Suffer 2 face-down damage.
We've not had great rolls this
We
game.
have not.
Yeah, this is like the exact opposite of the first game that we played. So, Mark was not here, but the first video that we played this with, we played Cycle of Eternity, and we just destroyed it.
Yeah.
We had all good rolls, everything went right, we suffered like 1 damage and
The
1
game
horror
kept
each.
trying to give us horrors and stuff, but we were just like, nah.
Anyway,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nope.
exactly. Horror checks, nobody is within line of sight.
Yay!
A break.
All right. Mark, you
Yeah?
seem the most upset right now.
A little bit.
Would you
feel
like to
like-
do some stuff first?
Yeah. There is this place down here that we haven't
Yeah.
looked at yet, so.
Let's go in here.
Okay, so you're moving?
Yeah. And I don't know. What's that clue? Or not clue.
So what is it that you're exploring?
That clue token that was there.
that was right there.
Okay, so
Or not
you're
clue
exploring
token.
the end table.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Correct.
end table sits in the corner of the hallway. You dig through the contents of the drawers, looking for anything out of place.
Maybe some painkillers or a band-aid or anything.
Lore.
No, why do you need lore for that?
Do I
Why
need
is it
2
not
successes?
observation?
No, it's just it's one of those things where it's just
You
that
get what
you roll
you
as high
get.
as you get. Yeah.
Woo!
Z-
Failure is a result.
All right, so 0. You find nothing but a bunch of boring papers.
What a shock!
Oh wait, so did that go away?
No, it's still there. There we go. Okay.
We got hasty.
Let's see what's through that door.
Okay. You try the door, but the store is closed and the door is locked. After a moment, you hear a voice from the other side say, "Password." You can check the cult sigil unique item for a password if you have it.
He does.
You do! Hey, how about that? Alright. Check the cult sigil. You turn the sigil over in your hand and find a word engraved on the back. Dagon. You mutter the word through the door, and a moment later, you hear the click of a deadbolt. Gain 1 clue.
I'm not sure I want to go in there.
The back area of the store is cluttered with boxes and crates. Oh. And I need the purple, generic lady. The figure who opened the door stands nearby and says, "Welcome."
She sounds fine.
Alright. An old radio sits behind the front counter, quietly hissing static. Among the oddities, a box on display in the front counter catches your interest. You notice a fire extinguisher mounted on the wall behind the counter. Place the
could've
fire
used
extinguisher
that.
common item.
That
We
sounds
could have
pretty
used
handy.
that. Thanks for nothing, game. Is it there?
No, it's in the space. Yeah, it's just right there.
That's
With
just
all the stuff. It's a whole
Everything
party
else,
going
yeah,
on right there.
Sure.
Okay.
Do I get to move in there for free?
In a prominent glass case on the corner, a bizarre statue is on display. A small but heavy bookshelf stands near the door. You could use it to fortify the store, should the need arise. Outside the store, an alley leading off the street wraps around the building. Place a site token.
Is there an
Okay.
explore token at this door?
There is not.
Okay.
You may move 1 space into the explored area.
Yay. Alright, so... I've got 1 action left, right?
You moved, tried to do that thing, and wasted an action, and then opened the door. So,
Right.
Done. Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
you're out of
wanna-
actions.
do you want to open the dead FBI guys right
Yeah,
now?
I'm gonna do some stuff if that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna search door 2. The door to the hotel room adjacent to yours is marked number 2. You can only explore if you have the brass key unique item. I sure do. You open the door to room number 2. The door has been The room has been rived in.
The room
Hi.
has been ripped in. The loom has been ripped in.
The rift has been loomed?
The room has been lived in recently. A briefcase sits on the bed. Discard this explore token and thing right there. Okay. You may move 1 space into the explored area. I shall. So that was 1 action. A briefcase sits on the bed of the otherwise abandoned room. You try to open the briefcase, but a combination lock keeps it shut. Attempt the puzzle using observation. Oh, shoot. Okay. My observation's 4, so I have 4 guesses. There's 1, 1. 1, 2. No 3s, so 2 4s. So let's try 1, 4, 2, 4. Nope. Okay. So that was 1 action. And then for my 3rd and final action, I will try again with the puzzle. Let's try 1,
Hey, wait a minute.
4, 2. Yes?
Do you remember that puzzle I was in the middle of? It was in that room, but I forgot about it, I guess. Is there still, like, whenever you finish your thing, is there still a search token in that room?
Probably. I will look.
Dear Lord. I can get back there easily. I was so scared of the mob coming.
That's a pretty reasonable fear. I can speak from experience on that.
It's your first ride control didn't go so well.
Hey! Got it! Okay. It took me a total of 7 guesses, so it took me 2 actions.
Okay.
The briefcase pops open. Inside are the case files of a federal agent who was investigating the Marsh family, as well as his firearm. Gain the 45 automatic common item.
That's my favorite gun.
Well, it's my gun. Gain, yeah, the photographic evidence unique item, and 1 clue. Then discard the search token.
I bet he got eaten by fish people.
Well, he didn't get eaten by fish people. He was locked up, like his body was thrown in this little rowboat.
Yeah, well.
Semantics, you know. Well, it is your turn now, because Mark went, and then I went,
Okay.
and now it's your turn.
Well,
You still have not reassembled the torn paper. Confirm? Like you
Yeah.
want to keep trying?
well, I don't want to do it yet because I'm not in that room anymore.
Oh, right. Just kidding.
Can I look at the ledger real quick?
Yes.
Because I.
The logbook is full of neat, handwritten notes concerning who rented which boat when. Search?
Yep.
You search through the logbook looking for anything on the Marsh family. Observation.
Okay.
2.
2.
As you page back through the book, you find entries every single week showing a member of the Marsh family taking a boat out to Devil's Reef. Each entry has an annotation back on the return journey. Gain the incriminating evidence, unique item, and 1 clue. I'll give you the item, you get a clue.
Okay. And now I will move. And then my turn in there.
Okay, so we've all gone?
Yes.
Alright. Somewhere above, someone dumps garbage out the window. This mythos event affects the investigator in an alley or street with the lowest influence. No
I
effect.
nominate the mob.
The rioting townsfolk beat the walls of the buildings with boards and bottles. The sound of shattering glass pierces the fog and reverberates through the walls of the hotel. Darkness overtakes the alleyway as the lights are smashed. Place darkness in each space in the alley 2 tile. Then each investigator suffers 1 face-down horror.
We just
What?
all take one?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the pier. Anyone in their way? Blah, 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 blah. No one's in their way. No investigators in the space. The Deep One hybrid moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks the investigator in space with the least horror. The monster attacks. The hybrid moves forward, feinting left and right before going in for the kill. Observation. I'm pretty good at looking at things.
That can helps.
2. That's all I needed. You manage to catch it off guard and land a heavy blow. The monster suffers 1 damage.
Hey.
Yeah.
Free damage.
You aren't just carrying around a knife with you.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got a shovel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Horror check. That would be me. The hybrid's eyes are huge and black, more fish than human. Suffer 1 horror, will plus 1 negates.
Oh, yeah, you have 3 will now.
Hooray.
Negated. Okay.
That was a very gentle horror check.
Yeah, it really was. Okay.
Maybe they know, like. Well, I don't know. Anyway,
So you're gonna move and puzzle?
yeah.
Here you go. Oh, it's upside down. Here we go.
I'm so close. Why? Sorry, guys, for having to make you watch that.
That's okay. That will have been sped up through.
Woo!
Because of the joys of video editing.
Okay, still haven't solved it.
Okay, so, that's, you've used up all your turns?
Yep.
Okie doke. Mark,
Yeah.
you got some stuff going on over
I
there.
sure do. All right. Let's pick up the fire extinguisher.
Good call.
I just have the feeling that we might need that at some point down the road.
Probably.
What's this?
That's the radio that's hissing static.
Well, yes, I know, but like I'm going to.
Are you going to interact with this? Okay. The radio cackles with static. Then you hear a voice. This is the captain of the Lively. I am currently moored in the bay by Innsmouth. Is anyone there? You may respond. Can you pick us up? Where are you from? Or cancel.
Can you pick us up?
Craven, is that you? The captain must have been expecting someone else. You tell him your situation. Not sure if I want to take on unknown passengers in the middle of the night. How do I know I can trust you? Influence.
I'm a cop.
So you
Yeah, you're pretty
know
good at
my-
talking.
This is pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got 4. That seems like that's probably worth a clue.
You
Yeah.
want to do it? Okay. 2.
Yep.
I'm supposed to pick up Agent Craven. I will come pick you up, but you need to find Craven and bring him with you. After
Well,
a dead body.
I mean, we can make that happen.
After a short pause, he continues speaking. I cannot see through this fog. Light a lantern on the dock where you want me to pick you up. Ring the fog bell when you're ready for me to come.
Is he Cockney or Australian? Like,
You know what?
Oh man.
Realizing you are not a member of the Order, the woman draws a long dagger. Discard this person token and spawn a cultist.
I guess I probably should have talked to her before I
The
screwed
woman
around
with
with
the
the radio.
handlebar mustache?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so... I got one action left.
Yep.
You want to beat her with a fire extinguisher?
I think I
shoot
would
her with
rather
a gun?
shoot her in the face.
Aw, I totally forgot you went back here.
So attacking with a firearm.
Yes.
You empty your weapon in your foe's general direction, then retreat to reload. Agility, and you need 2 successes.
Roger that.
Ooh.
Well.
Nothing?
Yeah, no point.
Okay. Your reliance on quantity over quality has not worked in your favor.
You don't say.
Okay. So both of you have moved, yes?
Correct.
Okay. Oh, right, I've got a large fish man in my face.
Sure
Let's
do.
attack the Deep One Hybrid, and I'm going to use the firearm, because I got a 45
Okay,
automatic.
So you're a crazy reformed cultist who now has a Colt 45.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You brace yourself in a proper shooter stance. Aim and
Because you don't know
fire.
what that is.
Can I have some dice?
No.
I need 4.
No.
I didn't need 6, I just needed 4.
No.
Okay. Hey, that's all I needed. Your proper form earns you a hit. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage.
You know?
He's almost dead.
Ah.
And let's do that one more time. So, firearm. You clasp the weapon tightly with both hands and ready yourself for the kick of the recoil. Slowly, purposefully, you squeeze the trigger. Agility, and I need 2. Oh,
Wah, wah, wah.
sad face. Despite your preparation, the first recoil catches you by surprise, dooming the remainder of your shots. Alright, let's try that one more time, just because I want this guy out of my face. You bluff, going to reload, and your foe takes the chance to charge. You fire quickly at the off-balance figure. Hey!
That's pretty good.
3. Your feint works, and the shots stop your foe dead in its tracks. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. He
Yeah.
has been defeated.
Blamity.
Blamity, blamity, blam, blam, blam. So we've all gone, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The objects Diana Stanley has collected become rushing weights, punishing her tired limbs. Diana Stanley suffers 2 damage, strength negates. Well, I'm not super strong, but... Hey!
That'll do.
Alright. So no damage. And for each damage she suffers, she drops 1 random item. I ain't gotta drop no items. So screw you, game. Alright. The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the beach.
Use some way.
The horde that brings with them anyone blah 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 nobody blah. No investigators in the space. The Innsmouth mob quiets for a moment, putting their misshapen heads together. Then, one of their numbers splits off at a jog, and the mob resumes its rambunctious patrol. Spawn a maniac in the Innsmouth mob's space. He's a maniac with an axe.
Oh. We just got rid of the fish dude.
And
now we
he's
got a
axing
maniac.
like he's never axed before. Sorry.
You should be.
Sorry, you were saying?
We just got rid of the fish dude, and now we got a maniac?
Yeah.
Cool.
The cultist moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Then it attacks. The cultist gazes into your eyes and flourishes a knife. For a brief moment, you feel as if your souls are linked. As the knife cuts into the cultist's flesh, you feel matching wounds tear across your body. Suffer 3 face-down damage. Will -1 negate.
Are you kidding me?
Holy cow!
Screw you, game.
What'd you take?
2.
You got 2 successes?
No,
You
I
got 1.
I take 2 damage.
Okay. So 2 face-down damage.
These are
Then the
face
monster
down.
suffers 1 damage for each damage you suffered.
Good for it, I guess.
Okay.
Yee.
The maniac moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator.
Ho? Oh.
Then it attacks the investigator in its space. The maniac swings the weapon at your ankles. The ground rushes up at you as you are knocked off your feet. Suffer 2 damage. Agility -1 negates.
What?
Holy crap! Guys, we're gonna die! No, it's agility -1.
I know, but I have.
Oh, you're improved, right. Hey, there you go, you got 2. Hey, yeah, you negate the damage.
Yeah.
Well
I
done.
do.
Alright, horror checks. Let's start with the cultist. Alright, Mark. The cultist exclaims the truth of a present and imminent horror. Suffer 2 face-down horror. Will +1 negates.
Okay. Cool.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said cool.
You sounded like you failed again or something.
No.
The
No,
maniac-
I'm just not feeling so great over here. I've got
Yeah.
a whole collection of
Alright.
pain.
The maniac screams and screams and screams and screams. Will, you need 2.
Rafiki don't care.
You know, you say that.
I'm gonna say her will's pretty good. I imagine Rafiki don't in
4.
fact care.
You know, you say that.
I have
Isn't
focus,
your will
Oh, you have a
5?
clue. Yeah, you have a clue.
And
but I
isn't your
have a
will
thing
5?
that
Oh.
reduces it. So how many successes did I need?
You needed 2.
Okay, so I'll just spend a clue token.
You block the screaming out. Okay. So that's it. End of the Mythos phase. I'm gonna let you guys do your things first.
Blamity!
You gonna shoot the cultist?
That is what I'm going to do.
Very well.
Hopefully it works better this time.
The world around you seems to slow as you aim down the barrel of your weapon. Agility, you need 2. Becky.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any clue.
Nope, sure don't.
Ah, man.
Let's try it again.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, hang on. If you fail, a momentary distraction snaps the world back to life and you flinch, firing wide, become dazed.
Awesome.
I mean, you have no clues anyway.
I know, that's fine. I don't even care at this point. Let's try this again.
Okay, your foe smiles cruelly and flaunts its deadly power. You strive to maintain your composure in the face of its display. Will.
Don't like that as much, but... Great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your fear compromises your aim.
You could try beating them with the...
The way that I'm rolling, it wouldn't matter what I try to do. Now
might
let's
give you
try
different
Becky
stats.
again.
You try Becky?
My agility and strength are the same.
Yeah.
That's true.
You empty your weapon at the figure center of mass. Agility?
I give up, guys.
Oh, oh
It's a
no.
bad roll day.
Yeah. Your target twists aside.
This
at the last
cultist is just going to kill me.
moment. No, we got this. We got this. We still got some gas in the tank.
I guess I'll try to beat him with my stick.
The maniac.
Yeah, except I totally have... I have spells.
I was going to say,
What is
and
the
by
spell?
stick, you mean gun? Or
Okay, with a spell.
fireball?
You begin the incantation as if by instinct, your lips forming the words, blah, 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 lore. You need 2 successes.
I'm gonna use... Well... No, I'll use the clue.
Okay. The hidden truth presents itself, and you find that you are able to command them to lash out at your enemy. This monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage. Oh yeah, you're no longer dead.
Dose.
Then flip the spell.
Tendrils of sky blue light emanate from your fingers and scorch your enemies. No additional effect.
Okay.
How tame.
You want to do that again?
Yup.
With a spell. Bring the heels of your palms together, draw back, blah, 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 lore. Ooh.
Okay.
You got anything for rerolls or nothing?
Nope.
No? Oh, doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie.
Dice are just not with us. on
You
this.
stutter while speaking the incantation, and the ball of energy explodes in front of you. You and each other investigator in your space suffers 1 face-down damage.
Hey! It's not nice.
Then flip the spell.
Jeez. Flame calls to flame, growing into a roaring inferno that harmonizes with the screams. Each monster within range of you suffers 1 damage.
Okay.
You suffer 1 horror.
Ew.
Hysteria. Screaming hysterically, you claw at your own flesh with your nails. Resolve immediately. Flip 1 damage face up, then flip this card face down. Okay. Well, I'm gonna flip this and become focused, but I'm already focused. But I don't know what that does, so I don't want to flip it.
Okay.
Then discard that, and I get another Azure.
I'm going to try one more time.
3 times a charm.
All right.
That's what I thought too.
Mystic Sigil in the air. Lore. Gonna burn focus? Okay.
Sure.
The curse bursts from you. The monster suffers damage equal to the spell's damage.
2.
He has 5 damage on him.
Are you serious?
He needs 6.
Are you serious?
You got 1 more to go. Hey, but flip the spell.
Oh my god.
Might be one of those freebie.
The flames erupt from your fingers to run rampant over your enemy's body and the surrounding area.
Hey!
The monster suffers 1 additional damage.
Hey!
But you start a fire.
Then place fire in your space.
Yep. Awesome. I would offer to come over there with a fire extinguisher, but I'm pretty sure this cultist is just going to
Hopefully,
jack
I
me.
can contain this myself. Or I could just flip that darkness.
Oh, wait. Oh, you had a light source. Never mind. Okay. I was going to say, like, you were in darkness. You couldn't use clues or any of that stuff. Yeah, but you got a light source. Yeah, yeah.
Azure flame.
Yep. Okay. Okay, so that's your turn, so it's my turn. Move me in your general direction,
Hey,
Mark.
don't forget to remember to set fire in the app.
Okay.
Oh, like my character's general direction. Right?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2. Keep going. 3, 4.
Okay.
Use your last one to get in there.
No, actually, I will explore that thing.
See if you can make any sense of those papers.
Yeah, let's try to do that.
I was just way too dumb.
It's okay. All right, let's see here. An end table sits in the corner. Digging through the drawers. Oh, holy crap! My character's super smart.
Yeah,
5.
we knew that. That's like her one redeeming quality.
3.
Yeah.
You find an old piece of paper at the top of one drawer. The strange script on it seems very out of place indeed. Gain the Instill Bravery spell. Hey! That's a super nice spell.
It is.
It makes people focused, right?
No!
What? What does it do?
It gets rid of horror!
Oh!
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah!
I think we
As an
all use
action,
that.
you or another investigator within range discard 1 horror.
Oh, hey, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I could like have a lore of 2 again.
Yeah. I'm on it.
All right, awesome.
But I'll have to do that next turn, because that's the end of my turn. Mythos.
Whew.
The fire spreads out of control.
Yeah.
Every adjacent space.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's so terrible.
Hey, if you ever, get done with that cultist, would you mind,
I'll try. I mean, assuming that I'm not dead. Awesome.
yup,
We're gonna burn down Innsmouth again.
yup.
Should have
Ah,
just let
geez.
him do it the first time.
Yeah. Alright. A spell leaps unbidden into your mind. This Mythos event affects the investigator with the lowest will. That's me!
Hey!
You attempt to decipher the spell, lore, and I only need 1 success. I think I will be fine.
You know, never say never
I'm good.
in this scenario.
You realize casting it would be a terrible idea.
That's
Congratulations.
good. That's good. I'm
Okay.
glad you
A
puzzled
few
me.
members of the mob begin singing a horrid, croaking melody, and in response, the sea begins to sing along. The inhuman notes echo through the alleys and streets, insinuating themselves into the minds of all who hear it. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down horror.
God, I hate fish people.
This is brutal.
Yeah, we're having a hard time.
By the way, I'm
Face down.
approaching insanity over here, just
Are you?
FYI.
Okay.
I'm at 4.
Okay.
I'm 2 away.
As the sounds of the song carry into the fog, a horrible fish-like creature steps out of the wake and onto the beach.
Another hybrid?
It's just a deep one.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a large fish monster.
Okay.
Ooh.
The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces toward the rental dock. The monitoring your locals, drags people, blah, 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 blah. No investigators in the space. Okay, the cultist moves up to 2 spaces to be adjacent to as many investigators as possible.
Yes, he
Just
is.
fine where she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's adjacent to 2 of us. I mean, that's just how it's going to be.
Then it attacks the Yeah, keep her there. She can attack me. It attacks the adjacent investigator who has suffered the most horror.
I'm sitting on 4.
Well, but you're not adjacent. I'm adjacent. He's in your square.
That seems very technical, but okay, I'll roll with it.
Okay. The cultist's hood slips back, revealing the face of an old friend with... Oh, that actually makes sense for me. With a gesture, your friend invites you to follow. Oh, Will. I need to. I don't think
You're going to rejoin the cult.
I just might.
Relapse.
Oh,
Yay!
no.
You rejoined the cult.
You cannot help but obey. Move 1 space toward the cultist, then become dazed and restrained.
Gross.
You know, that could have been worse.
Yeah, that actually could be way
Yeah,
worse.
that, like...
I needed to be in your space next turn.
Right,
anyway,
yeah,
So this is actually fine.
This is actually not the worst thing that could
Yeah.
have happened here.
Alright, the deep one moves 2 spaces toward the nearest investigator. Takes 1 damage and 2 damage.
Yay! Fire's bad, you guys.
Lowest strength. Growling and hissing, the deep one attacks with savage swipes of its webbed claws. Suffer 3 damage, strength plus 1 negates.
This game is so mean.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one being so mean.
We've just been having really rotten luck.
I'd spend a clue token on that.
I don't
if you
have
can.
any clue
Focus?
tokens, and I just spent my focus.
Crud.
Well,
it's only
one damage isn't
That's
that
not gonna
terrible.
kill you, I hope.
Yeah, you say that.
Lightheaded. The sight of your own blood makes your stomach turn over. Your breath becomes ragged for a moment. Resolve immediately. Flip 1 horror face up, then flip this card face down.
Are you about to become focused again?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh, there you go.
Could have used that a second ago.
Horror checks. So we'll start with the cultist. Yeah. The cultist holds a sphere of dark crystal in one hand and reaches out toward you with the other. Lore.
Oh, goody.
Well, you only need 1 success, actually.
Oh, goody. Oh, goody.
Mark,
You
I'm so sorry.
You recognize the danger and avoid the grasping hand.
I don't.
Wait, I thought you got one.
No, it's a
No.
clue, and I'm out of clues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you might do that.
You recall the darkest deeds of your life, things done to you and things done by you. Flip 2 horror face up and become dazed.
Oh, boy. All
You
right.
get a daze. You get a daze. Everybody gets a daze.
Are we all dazed?
No,
Paranoia.
not me yet.
Oh, boy. Great.
What's paranoia?
You find yourself imagining all the ways your friends could hurt you. Keep face up whenever you end your turn within range of another investigator. Flip 1 horror face up.
Okay.
And terrible truths. The horrifying things that flash through your mind can be put to good use. Resolve immediately. Gain 1 clue, then flip face down. Remember that.
That's fine, actually. Yeah.
That's okay. We'll. That's cool. Yeah.
You know what? I forgot that my special ability is that when I suffer 2 or more horror, I suffer 1 fewer horror, so I'm going to put one of these at the bottom of the deck.
That seems reasonable. Well,
Okay.
at least I can just keep gaining clues this way if I just stay near you.
I guess, yeah, there you go. You found a way to cheat it.
All right.
Game the system.
Okay.
It's gaming us, so
Yeah.
it seems fair.
All right. So the deep one. The deep one's gurgling seems to trigger something deep within your primitive mind. Suffer 1 face down horror.
I just suffer it?
Yeah.
Cool.
A rush of primal fear washes over you. Will, you need 2 successes. Are you insane?
I'm 1 away.
Okay. Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Good save.
You take a few deep breaths and maintain control.
Yeah, if I suffer 1 more horror, then I will be insane.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
So here's what I'm going to do, if that's cool. I'm going to first Try to shoot the cultist.
Sounds good. Shooting cultists always good.
Yeah. I'm going to attack with a firearm. I'm going to attack with a 45. It is so much easier to shoot the enemy from a comfortable distance than engage in fisticuffs. Hey, there we go. 3. You brought a gun to a knife fight. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. The cultist is dead.
Yay!
As the store owner crumbles to the ground, the dagger falls from her hand with a clatter. Place the ritual dagger common item in the cultist's space.
Isn't that a spellcasting item?
Roll 1 additional die while casting a spell. Yes.
Hey.
Do you mind putting that in space? Okay. Tell you what then. I will pick up that ritual dagger.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Instill Bravery to get rid of a horror of your choice, Mark.
Alrighty, we're going to get rid of a calcula. I guess that's how it's probably pronounced. Yay, my lore is 2 again!
You're not as dumb.
I am marginally less stupid!
Alright, then I'm flipping the spell. A strange darkness enters the edge of your vision. Lore. And this is a spell, so I roll an extra die.
Cool.
Ooh.
Because that's what I picked up the ritual dagger for.
Wow!
And I'm dazed.
Wow! This game hates us.
So much.
If you fail, the darkness whispers. Flip 1 horror face up. Horrific Arcana! Resolve immediately. Suffer 1 additional face down horror for each spell you have. Oh god. Oh, I've only got 1 spell.
I was going to say, you've only got the 1, so...
Yeah, I guess. That. Then flip this card face down, so let's put that up there because that's awful and I want to remember that. Okie doke. Well, that could have been worse, I suppose. Either way, whatever. I can take the... Oh, you know, I actually really can't take the horror. My sanity's only 6.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You're
Yeah. I'm on the edge of crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that was my turn.
What are you... Like, what's your...
Oh, and I'm no longer dazed or restrained.
You've only got 3 horror, right?
Right now, yes.
Yeah, you're alright.
Would you like to go, Mark, or shall I?
Sure. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to see what that is.
It's a bomb.
Probably. It starts a fire, you guys!
Hey,
We need to get to the bell tower.
Oh, yeah.
hey.
A wooden box with sliding panels on its surface sits on the counter. Search?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What?
Hold
Okay.
up.
What's that?
He has a fire
I got a fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher.
Look at all this fire.
Yeah, he also can't move very much because he's wounded.
Yep.
Okay,
You want
never mind
trade?
then.
Yeah, I think that you might want to just hand me the fire extinguisher. The card and the card sleeve.
Alright.
It's technically an action.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that was one action.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll search.
Okay. You take the box with you. Perhaps you can solve the puzzle. Perhaps if you can solve the puzzle, the box will open. Gain the puzzle box unique item.
I feel like I've seen this movie, and maybe I don't want to open the puzzle box.
Then discard the search token. The
What's in the
investigator
box?
holding the puzzle box can attempt to open it by interacting with it in the app.
You know, I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
So
There's still this half the street that needs to be explored.
yeah, but the mob's going that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to go that way. Last time I got mobbed, I almost died. I guess I'm just gonna have to move. 1, 2. Where's the bell tower again?
You can only move 1 space, right?
No. I
Moved
can only
it.
take 1 move action.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Me?
Huh?
Where is the bell?
Me?
Yes, it's your turn.
Should I fight the monster first?
That's up to you.
You may. Okay, how much health does it have left? Just 1?
4.
4?
Yeah.
Do you have the Colt?
The what?
The
No,
Colt
I have the
45?
gun.
You have the
No.
Colt 45, okay.
All I got is fire, man.
Fair enough. And boy, do you have fire. I mean, if you try to put out the fire, you're going to have to evade the monster anyway.
Agility's only 2.
So you're not going to put in that fire the old-fashioned way anyhow.
Yeah, but the thing is if I just attack him first, then I'm gonna take damage.
Mm-hmm.
But if I try to put out the fire first, then I won't.
Yeah, you'll have to evade the monster, though, which is usually agility, so...
Yeah,
I guess
It seems like no matter what, agility is... I
guess
mean, it's up to you.
I'll try to evade him to make the agility check.
Okay.
I have that thing that I get to roll an additional die while evading a monster.
That's true.
so-
Oh, nice.
And you boosted your agility to 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
So you're actually on
that's
4
not
okay,
dice.
bad.
yeah.
Okay,
The
this
deep-
might be doable.
The deep one swings a single heavy fist aimed at your ribs, agility. And you need 2 successes.
Okay.
Nice. You dive out of the way.
Okay, so,
So you may do your action normally.
which is to roll agility to put out fires.
Only
Okay.
3 dice for this.
Yep.
Alright. Thank you. I can put out 1. Okay.
Well, that's the number of fires that are in your square. So
I'll put
awesome.
out that one. Punch the monster.
You're going to attack it unarmed?
No, I'm just kidding. When I say I want to punch the monster, I mean I want to use my spell.
Okay, alright.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, what's the worst that'll happen? You'll start a fire?
As you call upon the terrible energies, blah, 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 lore. Okay, cool.
Gross.
Roll 2 additional dice if you have suffered 3 or more horror.
Yeah, you sure have.
Yeah. Okay, so you got 2 successes and 2 clues. You cackle gleefully as otherworldly energy erupts from your hands. The monster suffers damage equal to your test result.
Do you want to spend focused?
I do.
Awesome. 4 damage, that'll fry him, right?
That will fry him. Oh wait, no, it will not. I'm sorry. He has 8 health.
You got my hopes up! He has 8 health?
Yeah.
What?
So now he's 2 away from death.
I'm so upset.
I am sorry.
Flames caught a flame, growing into a roaring inferno that harmonizes with the screams. Each monster within range of you suffers 1 damage,
Okay.
but now I suffer a horror.
Are you insane?
I am.
Oh, goody.
Anxiety. Hey, real life. Your worries are overwhelming. What can one person do against so much evil?
That's a
Resolve
very good
immediately.
question.
Become stressed, then discard this card. So technically I'm not insane.
So you're stressed? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
After re-rolling and converting dice results while resolving a test, you must remove 1 success from your dice pool.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so is that the end of your turn?
No,
Okay.
I've only attacked once.
Okay.
I'll do it again.
Spell?
Yep. No, wait, just kidding. I evaded to roll for agility,
You
so
put out
that's
a
1
fire.
action.
I thought, wait, does evading take an action?
You evade to take an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I evaded to make my roll for putting
Fire.
out the fire.
Which
I
is
put
a-
out a fire.
No. Evading to put out the fire is not an action. Just putting out the fire is an action, and you have to evade.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to evade as part of that. So you've put out a fire and set a fire
Sure.
on the deep one.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can still make.
I'll do that again.
You want to torch him?
Yeah.
Okay. Energy crackles, blah, blah, blah. Lore. That's all you needed. Eldritch lightning swings from your hands. The monster and another monster within range each suffer damage equal to the spell's damage. Whatever.
2.
He's dead.
Thank God.
Deep fried fish.
Ugh.
I'm hungry. All right. Okay.
Now I flip.
Yeah, then flip the spell.
The fire you cast grows brighter, drawing your vitality into its glow. Flip 1 damage and 1 horror face up. Well, I'm gonna flip this horror and become focused. And I'm gonna flip this minor injury and not give a crap.
Okay.
And it's the end of my turn, so I can get rid of the stressed.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm not dazed anymore. This sucks.
Have we all gone?
Yeah.
We've all
I
moved.
think we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We need to start doing stuff, so we need to head toward the bell tower.
We've been trying.
The fire spreads out of control.
The game keeps killing us.
Okay. Alright.
Yay, fire for everyone!
You get a fire, and you get a fire.
Oh, hey, the fire has reached you now. Fire there. Yeah, help me keep track of this. This is gonna get ridiculous. Fire there. Is fire in the water? We gonna
No,
count that?
hold on. That's
water.
oh no. This is one space.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That.
So does it technically spread here?
No, because we just placed that one there.
Yeah,
No,
and
but
this blocks like this line here means that this square is not adjacent to that
Oh, I
square.
see. Okay.
That is everything then for now.
Okie dokie.
When they say out of control, they're not kidding.
I really think we should just let Innsmouth burn to the ground.
That's about.
Are we kind of because we've played this for several hours now? Do we kind of just want to admit defeat?
What happens if fire overtakes the entire board?
Then fire overtakes the entire board. Like
Then we slowly burn to death.
yeah, we're gonna take enough damage until we die.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling this probably is not very interesting anymore for people to be watching.
Tell you what, let's for now declare defeat. We have died. And oh, hang on, real quick. Tommy Muldoon's limbs are wrenched into impossible angles by an invisible force. Tommy Muldoon suffers 4 damage, strength plus 1 negates.
I might just die. Like, this actually might be the end of the game, you guys.
Oh yeah, if you like roll all zeros. Yeah.
Well, and I'm rolling 1 less strength anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so is it strength plus 1 negates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm rolling 4.
Okay.
Yeah, like I might just straight out die here, you guys.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see.
If I only negate one of these, we're done. We're done.
Ah! Well, you got a clue.
Come on, we're
Okay,
dead.
all right. Okay, so we technically have until the end of the next investigator phase to win the game. So Tommy's dead.
Yay.
Oh, also, at the start of your turn, you would take a damage anyway because the fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Super dead.
Okay. The Innsmouth.
Freaking 4 damage? Are you kidding me?
Innsmouth mob moves out of sight.
4 damage horror event? Why?
Horror checks. There are no horror checks. End of the Mythos phase. All right. So we technically have until the end of this to like do stuff, but there's no way. There's just no way. So we are going to investigator eliminated. When an investigator is eliminated, the game ends at the end of the next investigator phase. At the end of that investigator phase, press the end game button. End game. The loss of your fellow investigator leaves the group in shambles. You struggle to continue the investigation, but the loss of your ally proves devastating. You flee the scene, leaving the matter unresolved. The injuries you have suffered and the traumas you have endured will never truly heal. The knowledge of the dark things that lurk in this world and your failure to halt their machinations will haunt you for what little remains of your miserable life.
But hey, Innsmouth burned to the ground. That's pretty cool.
Okay, just to reiterate, we cheated the entire game by taking a third action. So, this is how it goes when you cheat. Just imagine how it would go if you played by the rules. There's no way you're gonna win.
Yeah. Oh,
I set everything on fire, I'm sorry.
guys, we died so hard. Oh man. Yeah, recap. What do you guys think?
That was brutal.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was
Guys,
probably the
don't get near the mob. The mob is so bad. So
don't.
bad.
Yeah, you got wounded in like the first round,
Yeah,
didn't
something
you?
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
First, I think I was wounded by the second round for sure.
Yeah, something like that.
I got near the mob and it was like, take all of the damage in the world. I was like, okay. Well.
I remember.
And then that 4 damage Mythos event.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
and-
one that killed you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how about the fact that we just like called it and it just happened to be the round that we called it was
Oh,
like
by the way.
hey, you're dead. Well, anyway, there you go. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We might try to replay that in the future. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we could roll some stars on the dice every now and then. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we had really bad rolls. Pretty consistently terrible rolls.
They were
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We're probably going to do more Let's Play Mansions of Madness. I'll probably employ my brother here to help out, and of course Rylie and I will try to make a regular thing out of this. From now on, so we'll probably play another scenario. Yeah, maybe we'll return to Innsmouth and try to
escape again.
Yeah, actually escape.
Maybe this time we'll burn the town to the ground and also die.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time on Let's Play Mansions of Madness.